This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Dame Dash. He's back with new teeth. He did an interview with the Art of Dialogue, and he's talking spicy because supposedly people can't go after. I mean, that's the whole point of people filing for Chapter 7. People can stop coming after you for money. People have been trying to come after him, especially those two filmmakers, for millions of dollars. Then also defamation, a bunch of other stuff. So Dame Dash is avoiding all that. Supposedly he has dentures now, and eventually he'll have permanent teeth back in. But right now he has dentures with diamonds in them, which I don't think is too smart to do with filing a Chapter 7. But that's all. Now he keeps preaching about a family office. So a family office, it's really for a family that has wealth. Someone who just filed Chapter 7 is not a family that has wealth, because you have to disclose everything you have. You lose all your companies. You lose everything. It all goes away, right? It's a clean start. I don't know what he's referring to with the family. He keeps saying he's promoting his family office, which would be companies within the umbrella of, it's almost like having a corporation that owns other companies, right? And he's not a high net worth family. Jay-Z might have a family office, but I don't know. I like Dame Dash, man, but it's getting to all these beefs with 50 Cent, Cameron, all these people, man. And it's just to attract attention to whatever he has going on. American New, I guess, he's still retained after filing Chapter 7 somehow. I don't know. Somebody's shielding him from losing everything, I think. They still have a house in Florida. I guess it's all in his wife's name. And I don't think he's legally married to his wife. I think they're together, but they're not legally married, so she can kind of hide whatever in her name. So it is what it is. Dame Dash's story is, it's just not how you would have pictured things to turn out. But, because you would have pictured Dame Dash to leave Rockefeller set for life. But it didn't work out that way. Somehow it turned into Jay-Z buying back the company, and he could sell all those masters. They were all retained by Rockefeller. So he left with a bulk, like it got sold to Def Jam and Jay-Z bought it back. Which isn't good business on Dame's part. He should have known that, but I don't know. That's his business. It is what it is. Kodak Black, okay? So he was on Zoe's stream and acting crazy, man. I hope he gets help, bro, because Kodak Black is talented. That's without a doubt. I like a lot of Kodak Black's records. But it's very sad to see him just in the state that he's in. Like, he's happy, it looks like, but he's also, like, you could see spiraling. I don't like to see that. Nobody does, So I hope he just gets the help he needs, bro. So FaZe Clan, looks like they are no more. It looks like it's just defunct at this point. FaZe Banks came out and pretty much said it's pretty much a wrap, He stepped down a while ago, but there is FaZe Temper. He was accused by FaZe Rain of being a PDF, right? And FaZe Temper already spoke about it, and he said, hey, I was going through a dark period in my life. The love of my life had left me, which is now his wife. They got back together. But he went to New York, and he slept with a girl that was like, I think she was 17 or 18, 17, I guess. That's the age of consent, I guess, in New York. So, but he I guess he confided in FaZe Rain, like, this makes me sick to my stomach because I wouldn't date a girl that's that much younger than me. Which, let's see, how old is FaZe Temper? I don't know how all these guys are. You never know. FaZe temper age. So he is 32. And I imagine this happened like 5 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago. Still, that's a weird age. You know, when you're in your 20s, you shouldn't be, you know, like that's a clear line, you know. No. So anyways, but he didn't break the law or anything, you know. So FaZe Rain jumped the gun. FaZe Rain is spiraling, man. He's been spiraling for like 7 years. I don't know. So FaZe Banks spoke about it. The whole FaZe thing is done. NLE Choppa's baby mama accused him of making his kids fast. So since they are one. So he's fasting, the kid should fast. Yo, he takes things. You can't make kids fast. They're growing. He says, she says, trying to take me to court for child he barely sees. Child had fasting at 1 year old, saying the child don't need to eat 3 times a day. Kids come home starving. Yo, NLE Choppa is like, he's weird, bro. He thinks he's like better than everybody else because he, you know, does all these like holistic things. Bro, that's your life, bro. You can't force it on your kids. Bobby Shmurda talks about people talking on jail phones is what led to his indictment, and Foxy Brown's niece was willing to take a charge for him. You know, this goes to this is basically him reacting to the Young Thug thing. Talking so much on the phone makes a lot of trouble, okay? Young Thug has lost pretty much all of his friends from talking on that phone. He couldn't stop talking on that phone. You know he's a pillow talker. Baby, Future does this and that and that. He bro, it's proven you don't just yammer on the phone like that just because you're in jail. If you keep it solid, you keep it solid. He's a gossiping girl. I mean, we all gossip, but he's trying to. He preaches himself as someone keeping it solid and everything. Plus, you know, it's on a recorded jail call. Certain things you just shouldn't say. You could talk about like what's happening, current events. Don't talk about you know Future cheats on his girls, right? And you get new boards. You know, it's like, bro, you're talking about Little Baby's personal business of like doing a deal with QCP and like all that kind of stuff. Like, why would Mariah the Scientist even need to know that? I don't know. Former radio host says she stopped listening to Kevin Gates after he told her dark-skinned guys won't marry dark-skinned girls. Bro, that's crazy. You know, Kevin Gates and his logic is trash, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, what? Dark-skinned girls are beautiful. So are light-skinned girls. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. U.S. is close to reaching a TikTok deal with China after a successful trade meeting between two sides in Madrid. That's good. Nick Cannon shares, having 12 children was a response to his trauma. This guy just needs to stop talking. Okay? He's like, it was my trauma, man. And then, you know, Charlemagne chimed in. Oh, yes. Tell me more about your mental health, please. He says, if I would have did the work and healing and after getting divorced, I probably would have took my time with a lot of other scenarios. Nick Cannon is just too much. DJ M. I don't believe this at all. DJ Envy going down for a payola, Rico. I've never known DJ Envy to take payola. There's other DJs I definitely took payola. DJ Envy isn't one of those DJs. I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to like defend him or anything. It's just I know the whole thing with the Pina thing. That thing turns my stomach. You know, with the real estate stuff. I see what he was doing. That was a hot thing at the moment. Doing those real estate seminars and all that. A lot of people were making money off that, and he joined in. And he should have seen the signs that Cesar Pina just wasn't right. He should have been checking on all the stuff he was doing before promoting him to everybody and co-signing him. And Saweetie claims that she's been counted out of the music industry due to pretty punishment. No, all you do is remake old records. She says there's been so many times I've just been counted out. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for you, Saweetie. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I will check you guys in the next one. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I think that's about everything, man. Yep. Thank you so much for watching. This is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.